Man, hope you're well. There we go. So today's video, we're going to be speaking on time constraints and how we can really get into training if you're finding it hard to get into training because you're busy, or if your lifestyle is busy at the moment with the family, the kids, work, and maybe you're just finding it hard to really start working on your mindset, your nutrition and training, but you know that's something you want to do, you have that desire to do it, but you're just not doing it because of the lifestyle that is maybe around you at the moment or your environment, okay? Now we're here for solutions, we're here for truth, and some things in here might make you feel uncomfortable in terms of the truth that we're speaking, but remember, we're here because we want what's best for you. And if you have any questions, just let me know, just shoot me a message and we can have a wee chat if needed to be. But we're here to tell the truth, but we're also here for solutions as well. We don't want to just be stuck on problems all day, because if we're stuck on our problems and excuses, or valid excuses and valid reasons, we're still never going to be able to make the change we need to make. And remember, step into the man that we want to be, okay? We're here for a reason, we're here for growth, we're here for development, and we're here for knowledge as well. But again, we've created this group, we're doing lives every Saturday, and we're dropping a lot of content throughout the week. So if you have any questions, let me know. So as per usual, I've got my notes written up before this, just to make sure we have this off the plan that we're speaking on today. So the first thing that I wrote up today is, for what I've learned through working with a lot of men and speaking to a lot of men on calls, and one of the main reason and the biggest excuse is people being too busy, right? But busy is accepted as one of the main excuses for being stuck. Yes, we're busy, we've got life, we've got family, we've got a lot of things going on, right? But when we use the excuse that we're too busy to take care of our health, when we use the excuse that we're too busy to work on our mindset, to work on ourselves, man, that's an excuse, right? That's an excuse, and we need to look to combat that, to take that on and really dive deep on how we can change that. Because if you're going to use that excuse for the rest of your life, then you're never going to be able to truly feel the way you want to feel, look the way you want to look, and lead the way you want to lead, okay? The second thing is you're not lazy, right? You're just without directions. If we can get a direction and define the path that you want to go on, then you'll know what you need to do. You'll have that urgency to go after it. The reason that you're not taking any action at the moment is because it's too broad. You say you want to be better, and that's it. Man, we need to define truly what you want. Define your path, because no one else is going to define it for you. No one is going to define your path for you. No one is going to do the reps for you inside the gym. No one is going to build beliefs other than you. But you have to define your path, because if you don't, you're going to be lazy, because there's nothing happening in your life. Now, the third thing is, man, is the day does not own you, okay? You've just stopped owning the day. When you get up, you're reactive. You're letting the day basically destroy you. And you're in that state for the whole day. You're getting no meaningful work done. You're prioritising everything else but yourself. When it's time to show up for yourself, you don't do it because you're tired, because there's no real plan behind you. The day's owning you. So what you need to do is you need to own that day. Stop thinking from a year from now. I want you to just think for the next 24 hours, how can you own that day? What plan can you put into place? What can you do that's going to prioritise you and build on it? Can you go on a walk today if you've not been training or walking? Can you sign up for that gym membership that you've been putting off? Can you prep your food? Can you start reading that book? Do you need to have that difficult conversation with that person in your life? Like, what do you need to do that's going to prioritise you, your mindset, your mental health, and the path that you're committed to? And the next thing is, man, is time isn't the enemy, right? What's the enemy truly is our boundaries. It's a structure that we have set in place that we know is holding us back. The boundaries are what govern your life. Now, I'm talking about the boundaries in your mind, that you have in your environment, that you have with people. We need to establish boundaries that are going to work for you, standards that are going to work for you, systems and a way of living that's going to work for you. But it's not an overnight success. You're going to have to put in the work and find out what you truly need and what you truly want, and the way you want to show up to life. So if you know that you have to cut back on something, or sets something in place in your life, then do it. But only you know truly what that is when it comes to nutrition, training, or your development. Okay, stop holding back your potential. Now, what I've known as well, and what I've learned about men who are maybe not where they want to be, is their schedule is all over the place. And their schedule really reflects their self-worth. Men who are not it, men who are not getting the results, men who have low self-confidence, they have no schedule. Their schedule is linked to chaos. They've got no routine. So what I want you to do if you're watching this is get a routine for your life, get a routine for your week. Plan it around what needs to be done. Plan it around your family, your business, whatever you've got to do. But don't neglect yourself. Prioritise your training. Schedule in your meal prep. Schedule in anything that's going to cause your development. And even if it's 5 minutes, get it done. 5 minutes is better than nothing, especially when it comes to your development, okay? Now, the next thing is, if you're not training at the moment because you think that you don't have time to train for 90 minutes, please understand this and listen closely. I would rather you go to the gym 3 times a week for 20 minutes than go to the gym once a year for 90 minutes, okay? You can get a good 20-minute workout in if you're finding it hard to go to the gym. If you only have half an hour, you can still get a fantastic workout done. It's urgent, it's intense, and it is designed towards creating your strongest version. You don't always need 90 minutes to train in the gym. Some of us don't have that time. And if you're watching this, you probably might not have that time during the week, okay? You've got family, business, kids to take care of, and you've got a lot going on, right? But you can get a good workout done in 20 to 30 minutes, okay? So don't let that be the reason holding you back from starting the gym and really unlocking your strongest version, okay? And that's it, man. That's what you need to understand. Now, the last thing is, this is why we built the Leader 365 program. This is for men, right, who want to take the results to that next level, who want to develop on a long-term basis, who want to be leaders in their own life, build belief systems that support a long-lasting lifestyle, okay? But the video of today is really how we can dive deep on what's holding us back when it comes to time constraints and believing that you don't have time to dedicate to yourself or your training or any improvements. There's many things that we can do. But the first thing is obviously being open and honest with what's happening in the moment, your current environment, how we can look to change that. But remember, to start off, we don't need to make drastic, major changes. We can make minor changes that will work long term. So men, if you need anything from me, if you need to ask any questions, drop me a message or leave something in the comment section below, and we'll see you next week for the live that we drop on Saturday. We've got a lot of content coming out throughout the week, and yeah, let's do this. Take the week on when it begins and have a good weekend, okay?